Hi, my name is Justin Lee. Today, I'll be talking about smoking e-cigarette and vaping. Please raise your hand if you ever thought about something positive about vaping. You can lower your hand now. Right. Not a lot of people would raise their hand because everybody knows that vaping is unhealthy. But how ironic is that? Vaping was actually created to regulate cigarette smokers, or at least to reduce the amount of cigarette that cigarette smokers smoke. It was for the better cause, I'll say. Well, today I'm here to talk about why vaping is unhealthy. But as I said, everybody knows why it's unhealthy, or everybody knows that it's unhealthy in our body, but I'm here to talk about why vaping is bad mentally, and then talk about why people still choose to buy and use vapes, and then I'm going to talk about what is the world doing right now in order to solve this problem. Well, according to George Knott from Will Vape Youth Appeal Force a Crackdown, illegal nicotine volume, growth, tolerated marketing, and counterfeit devices are threatening the growing industry of vape in 2023. Around in the people between the ages of 18 and 24, around 35% of that age group has smoked e-cigarette, or are still using e-cigarette or tobacco or cigarette. And around 20% of high school students has smoked or still smoking e-cigarette. Well, you might wonder, these are just some facts that young adults or adolescents are smoking or using e-nicotine or e-cigarette. Well, I already know that a lot of people smoke. Well, this fact might be surprising to you. According to Ella Pickover from Teenagers Who Vapes Are More Likely to End Up Smoking to Teenagers Who Smoke and Vape Are More Likely to Entrench in 2023, the study has found that around 45% of young adults or adolescents who only smoke but not vape e-cigarette are more likely to report no or later usage of nicotine in their life. This statistics has proven that people who have only smoked tobacco, only smoked cigarette, are less motivated to continue using nicotine as they get older. However, people who smoke e-cigarette or e-cigarette and tobacco, they are more likely to continue or even exponentially increase their usage of nicotine in their life, which is very dangerous. Well, according to furthermore, according to George Knott from Will Vaping Youth Appeal Force a Crackdown, illegal nicotine volume, growth, tolerated marketing, and according to Emily Auschwitz and many other authors for Mechanism of E-Cigarette and Vape Included Epithelial Cell Damage in 2023, vaping is targeting young adults. This is why children and young adults are buying e-cigarette, because the design of e-cigarettes with vapes they have lighting in all different sides, having different color, different shape, different size, different taste, different brand have different way mechanics, all different types of values of vape will satisfy these young customers. And there's of course peer pressure, and there's also the mindset of, well, this is just vape, it's not as harmful as vape, or it's not as harmful as cigarette, but these are actually wrong. But unfortunately, these are the reason why young adults are still here choosing to use and buy nicotine. Well, what is the world doing right now in order to solve this problem? According to Christine Marak from State Laws Prohibited Sales to Minors and Indoor Use of Electronic Nicotine Delivery System in 2014, the world has already tried to regulate ways to stop delivering those e-cigarettes, because they have been aware that regulating e-cigarette would not help. According to banning vaping, it just makes it harder for smokers to quit. By Jack in the Insider in 2023, a news article has specifically stated that regulations of e-cigarette will only motivate cigarette smokers to smoke more. It will never help them quit or reduce the amount of e-cigarette that they intake in their body. Well, what are some plausible or good solutions for this? One of the solutions that came out was, according to Arkansas Emmy from hypothetical flavor ban in intention to vape among vape shop customer, the role of flavor practice and e-cigarette dependence in 2023 by banning a lot of by banning a lot of flavors that young people like. For example, fruit flavors or very icy flavors, and only letting e-cigarette flavors to be something like tobacco flavor or are less addictive and of more people who are aged like it. It was a way to reduce the e-cigarette smoking rate. Furthermore, according to Nicotine Anonymous World Services supports in 12-step recovery from nicotine addiction, 12-step recovery program for freedom and nicotine from PR Newswire in 2019. There are a lot of systems where people can actually attend to a meeting or purchase a service where they will help you quit and stop using e-cigarette. Well, today, after people hearing my speech, I really hope that people are gonna choose and stop using vape, or at least be motivated. And if you're not a smoker, be motivated to tell e-cigarette smokers to not smoke cigarette, and it's actually more harmful than actual cigarette, because it will trick us to use more nicotine in our later life, even though we're in the 40s or we're in the 20s. Thank you so much.